fun. If you are where we are, who's ready for some Saturday fun? If you are down in the southern hemisphere, if you're watching the replay, there's no time limit. Anyway, this is Craft Roulette, episode 148, and I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, and your intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette, welcoming you. We are here almost every Friday night at 6:30 Central Time, waiting for you to show up. Thank you, Chatterbox, for being here tonight. We were just watching you go and watching your little chatters just going on and on. Lynn got some new Copics. Well played, young lady. It's nice to have fun toys. It's just fun. If you've never been to Craft Roulette, what we are is the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are here for you. We do have a lot of fun. Yes, we're going to talk about Mr. Mike's new clothes here in just a minute, but I don't think I have any big housekeeping. I do want to say bravo, kiss your brains for all those 165 cards that you sent in this week. That is a tie for our highest number, which was last week. If you like bunnies, like Amanda Stevens, you're going to love that gallery. It is so full of cute bunnies. We've got die-cut bunnies. We've got bunny slippers. We've got bunnies with flowers in their hair. We've got every kind of bunny, I think. Well, I just thought of one, and I'm glad we didn't get that one. But anyway, I want to thank you so much for sending in a card. Do stick around because we will be having giveaways at the end of the show, or lits, at the end of the show, for those who are on the board, who are on the board because they sent in a card last week. Also, do not stop sending in cards. We have wonderful spin sponsors that we will be announcing for in February, and you're going to want to play every week. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You're going to want to play every week. I did get the mugs for the mug clubbers. Mug clubbers are people that have sent in at least 100 cards. I got them all ordered, and we may be making a few adjustments because the place I used to order from, Costco, is no longer doing that service. So I'm going to have to figure that one out. So keep sending in those cards. We're going to figure out some way to keep our mug club going. If you are out of the United States, I have them ordered and they're coming to me, and I will mail them after I count my pennies to send them to you. I'm excited. I will tell you, you guys can start guess how much it costs to send a mug to Australia, for instance. Guess that can be your guessing game tonight. We do have some wonderful spin sponsors that have been giving away gifts all the week or all month of January. We've had Inky Stamper. If you didn't see Chelsea's episode, she was a lot of fun. She's just a little bubble. Thank you so much, Chelsea. We have Possum Stamps, and we're going to learn a little bit more about that tonight because Caitlin is on their design team, and she is our guest, and so I'm looking forward to that. And Creative Scrapbooker Magazine, which is a wonderful magazine. I do have a little interesting post about it tomorrow morning over on our Facebook group, which is a private Facebook group, but you are always welcome to join us. Just answer those 2 questions. They're not hard. None of them involve algebra. You can do this, and then you will be automatically accepted. If not, I just automatically delete you. Oh, I see those numbers coming in. I will look back to see just exactly how much that sucker cost and see who wins when I get that all the pieces falling into place.
Price is Right rules.
That's right. Can't go over $1. So I think that's what the old Price is Right rules were. Anyway, it's fun to have everybody here tonight. Thank you so much. We are not sponsored by any of our spin sponsors. We are helped by our patrons. And we want, yes, there it goes. I love his new things on here. Our patrons are the people that come alongside and say, hey, I'm here every Friday night enjoying your show. Thank you so much. It's a lot cheaper than going to a movie. It's probably cheaper than popcorn at a movie. So they help us out. We try to give them a little extra fun over there on our Patron blog. I know it's a new concept for a lot of people, but it is a great thing. We are going to have all patron call on the second Saturday of February. Make sure you're a part of that. I've got my dad jokes. Oh, and we still have that game thing. I need to make a new game. Remember we bought that game program? I need to make a game for that.
What about the call tomorrow?
Oh, and then there's a call tomorrow, but it's for our club fund members. I always get this. But one of them is already taken by somebody else. But our club fund members, we will be having a call at noon Central Time. It's just a play date. We're going to hang out and chill and create. We've done scrapbooking. Some will be doing scrapbooking. Some will be crocheting, knitting, organizing, or just sitting there and being charming. It's very open and very relaxed, and there's usually not that very many people. So if you want to have a little more fun with us, check out Club Fun and join us tomorrow and every month, because we do it 3 times a month. Yes, it's that fun. What else was I missing? What was I missing? Oh, I wanted to welcome our new patrons. My gosh, I got to read off your names. There's so many of you. We have Amy Van Treese. Thank you so much. Jennifer De La Hoya. That's a very exotic name. I like it very much. Tony T, or Tony Tesler. Judy K-Meek, and Rebecca Gwynn. Thank you so much for joining us and supporting us over on our Patreon blog. We really appreciate it. If you want more information, it's over on craftroulette.live under Patreon extras, I think. And there's a bunch of information about the extra content and all that kind of good stuff. I know I'm missing something. How about the merch? There we go. You can't get this there because this was a decal. I should just do some of these. I have a bunch of them, but anyway, I did wear my Team Purple all day today, but it was hot, and so I slipped into my sports jersey so I can do my craft sports, and it will be all good fun. Anyway, we do appreciate every little bit of help that you give us, including walking around wearing your Craft Roulette merchandise. It's very fun. A lot of people do it on our Zoom calls. They wear their Craft Roulette Zoom merchandise, and it's darling to see. I know what it was. Please share. Please share if you are on the call tonight and you know somebody that has never seen Craft Roulette. Those poor people. Oh, they are still struggling. They're wondering what craft to make tonight. They don't know. You need to help them. Go ahead and share. And that old thumbs up thing too would be great. We'd appreciate it a lot. Oh, and if you have never subscribed, now's a great time while I'm remembering. And because if I'm remembering, I might help you remember. I don't know if anybody else forgets things like that, but I do. All right. I think that's enough blah, blah. Whew, let's bring on our sweet guest, 3rd time, I believe, from her little tiny studio, Caitlin Anthony. Yay! There she is.
Here I am.
So glad to see you again.
I'm so excited to be back. This is 3rd time, and you know what they say about the 3rd time, Mary?
It's a charm.
Yep.
It's a charm. You're going to get exactly what you want.
I hope so. I'm hoping for really good spins tonight. Did you warm up your arm? You good to go?
Well, I've got my sports jersey on here, so I may spin this thing right off its spindle. You never know. I think if you wear a sports jersey, you're automatically stronger, right?
Yes, I think that's exactly how it works.
That's exactly it. I knew it. That we were talking about being logical and reasonable because Caitlin is, and I was saying, well, I'm your perfect foil because I'm not. I make up facts like that. Like if you wear a sports jersey, you're going to be stronger and you will spin the wheel off its spindle. So, but it's a fun mind to live with. I've lived with the same mind for a long time. So tell us in a nutshell a little bit about you for people that have never been here before, because a lot of us know you, a lot of us think you're an awesome artist, but not everybody knows you yet.
Okay. My name's Caitlin Anthony. Online, I go by Caitlin Annalie Cards. And I don't know if you know, but Annalie is actually my middle name. That's where that came from. So I have been crafting and creating my whole life, but I've been card making. I've been watching and making cards on my own for about 5 years. I've been card making on the internet for about 2.5 to 3. So this is still pretty fresh and new and fun and exciting for me. I'm working on growing a social media presence and being a content creator, if you will. So I do have a YouTube. You can also find me on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. I have a website, and under everything, it's always Caitlin Annalee Cards. So at least I made it easy for you to find me wherever I am.
That's right. It's so much easier than, oh, this will be a cute name for this, but I really want to use this name too, so I'll use this name over here. And it was the early days of the internets that we were all confused by these things, but that's a smart way to do it. You are a smart person. So what got you pulled into cards? I mean, you have a lot of options.
Yeah. So when I was pregnant with my second baby, my daughter, who just turned 6 yesterday or on Wednesday, when I was pregnant with her, I was diagnosed with peripartum anxiety and depression, which is when you have all those emotions while you're still pregnant. And so my husband had to monitor had to check TV shows beforehand and movies. I couldn't watch anything upsetting, anything sad, anything scary. So for a while, I decided I was just going to only watch Bob Ross and Happy Tree It Out for a while. And then I ran out of episodes on Netflix or whatever I was watching it on. And so I went to YouTube to find other people making art in a peaceful and happy way. And I stumbled across a couple YouTubers that were making cards. Some from like Stampin' Up, some from Lawn Fawn, and then it kind of just grew from there. And after watching, like almost a year of watching these things on YouTube and not making anything, Lawn Fawn came out with a pumpkin spice stamp, and it was little. It's just the cup and a little shaker and like 1 sentiment. It's one of those itty bitty ones. And I was like, well, I'm going to get that because no one loves pumpkin spice more than me. And it's so little. I can just tuck it away somewhere and I'll just make the one thing I want to make with it, and then I'll be done. And now I have taken over this whole hallway in my house, and I have a YouTube and stuff. So here we are.
So pumpkin spice is your gateway drug. Yeah. It's a
very
powerful thing. Yeah. Last time you were on, you wore your pumpkin spice homage shirt.
I know. Today I had to wear purple because it's not fall anymore. So now I'm back to team purple.
You are somebody that we have to have on twice a year so that you can be team orange at least once during the season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's fun to have you on again, and we have lots to talk about, and we've got lots of crafting to do. Caitlin is an excellent colorist. If you guys like to watch alcohol coloring, you are in for a treat tonight. If she doesn't do that, I'd be surprised. But she's excellent, and you will enjoy her. Down in the description, or right on our screen there, you can find her her YouTube channel, and go ahead and click on that and join and subscribe to her as well, because she is putting out lots of content, and it is always peaceful. And it's always very beautiful. So make sure you do that. And she also, over on Instagram, if you want something fast, she's doing tons of great reels. She's one of my favorite up-and-comers, and we're glad to have her here tonight. We are going to break here just for a second, and then we're going to come back and talk about our achievers for our Craft Roulette episode 147. But first, you had a question for me.
I did. I was wondering, what is Craft Roulette?
Let's find out.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Yep, that's what we do almost every Friday night right here on craftroulette.live or YouTube. We do have a wonderful website. It's called craftroulette.live. We also have a wonderful Facebook group. Please join us over there because there's a lot of activity over there. And if you like positive friends in the craft world, you will fit right in. It is like full of beautiful glitter and kindness and loveliness. Plus, people go ahead and post their Craft Roulette cards before they are out on the website, which goes live every Sunday night at midnight. All right, so we do like to celebrate Mr. Producer, who is over there running all the screens and everything, was laughing and yelling at me today about how much I like to celebrate everything. And I may get a little carried away sometimes, but we do like to celebrate your achievements and your milestones as you reach them here on Craft Roulette. I think we have an outstanding track record with some of you, but we love to welcome our new first-timers, our zero heroes, which are the people who have sent in cards 10, 20, 30, 40, you see the pattern kind of thing, up to over 140. Our leading ladies for the week are new to Club 52, and we don't have our mug clubbers on here, but I told you earlier, I did get those sent out. So you will be getting those in the mail. Who knows when? Australia. We're gonna have to have all sorts of numbers there. Sent on, cost this, blah blah blah. And a couple weeks ago, I missed a new to Club 52. It was Anna Rebedu. I'm sorry, but I want to give you a moment and just say welcome that you are new to Club 52, which has no perks, no discounts, no traffic violation erasures, no airline ticket points, nothing. You get nothing. But you do get a shout out, and I'm sorry I missed you. All right. So if we look at that, we had 165 contributions last week. Did you watch those little pins all fall in? Isn't that fun? That is a little Mr. Producer kind of thing. And oh man, I've got a new map coming in. It's wood, it's huge, it's going to go on the wall, it's going to be so cool. It won't have your pins on it, but we're sure glad you joined us last week. I see Chris down in South America. Chris is our one and only South American. She did have a friend join us one time, and she never came back. So Chris stays our sole South American. So we are so glad that you're here every week. We are up to 11,831 total contributions. That is a ton of cards. That is definitely 5 stories worth of cards. We're probably inching up that window frame toward the 6th story. It's amazing. You guys are great. The parameters were project, bookmark, colors, gray, background +3, element, bunny or bunnies, and random swag. Caitlin and I were talking before the show about how this was kind of a funny little quirky one. And I said, yeah, but we had the bunnies, and the bunnies were an easy thing to use as a foundation and to keep us being able to do these other weird kind of things together. And sure enough, you guys didn't have any trouble. You had 6 cards in before I got off the show. So, it just kind of depends. If you just let it sit and percolate a little bit, you'll come up with something. It doesn't matter what the parameters are. And boy, did you come up with some things. This was my card, and I couldn't think of a sentiment, so I went ahead and just wrote when I was talking to Desiree after the show, I think this is a what the heck card. So, that could be very handy. What the heck happened? What the heck is going on in your world? I think it's a great sentiment. I would make it if I were a stamp company, personally speaking. Desiree Coomerly was our guest. We all love spending time with Desiree. She made this cute card. If you didn't see this card being made, it is actually, she's got it dimensional. That spine is dimensional, and so that it's actually a book-shaped card, and it looks like it has a book spine. It's the coolest thing. And then she's got the little bunny going through the swag bag, and he somehow or other ends up in the middle, flipped around as a bookmark inside the card. It was fabulous. Thank you, Desiree. We are always glad when you join us.
Slideshow?
Slideshow. Drink ski. Okay, these are just our achievers. If you want to see all of the cards, go to craftroulette.live or sit back and relax and watch the slideshow. You can see them all. All right, I'm ready, Mr. Professor. Mr. Producer. Sandy Ledoux from Texas is a first-time contributor with her sassy bunny. That could be what the heck. Christy Lynn from Michigan sent in a pretty card. I see that cute little bunny and unicorn. Welcome. We're so glad you're here, Christy. Kimmer Marie sent in a cute card, and yes, we got it, Kimmer. She was a little concerned that we might not get it, but we did, and what a cute little bunny you have. Jennifer De La Hoya, oh, a new patron also, sent in this pretty card. Look at those colors that she used. They look great together. So pretty springy. Rebecca Gwynn, also a new patron, sent in this cute card with all those little critters reading like crazy. Perfect. Welcome, guys. Oh, Zero Hero for her first 10 spot. Carrie Harry, is that how you say it? I'll have to ask her. Sent in this cute card. I just realized that. Clara R. sent in this card, and she was featured on these somewhere on, I said that earlier. Who was it? Simon Says? I think so, on Instagram. KDF sent in her 20th card. Brilliant. Very pretty. Nice clouds. Judy Kamick, I looked it up, Judy, I hope I said it right, has sent in 20. Congratulations and thank you. Cheryl Jackson, she's a fun lady. She's on our Zoom calls. Has sent in 30, and she's a hoot. Well done. Teresa Farrington has also sent in 30. Look, I love all the different styles and which ways you take things. It's, great. I think it's because you have well-kissed brains. Anaya has sent in 40. We like those cards. We like those stamps. Birthday Bob Sadler has sent in 40. Well done. He was on the road and all they had were crayon or colored pencils. Didn't stop Birthday Bob. Barbara Weber has sent in 50. That is remarkable. Little bunny slippers. I have chicken feet slippers. Gail Otto, who called me the other night out of the blue, has sent in 60. It was nice to talk to you and congratulations on your 60th Zero Hero achievement. Anna Moreno has sent in 60 also. There's those cute little bunnies. Bunny bums. Rosie B has sent in 70. I love that. You know, I thought that was a shadow first, and then I saw that it was the bookmark. It was cool. Lauren Taylor has sent in 70, and she went wild on this one. She was going, this is a wild, crazy card, and it pretty is fun. Pretty is fun. What a word. Mary Moisen has sent in 72. That's a bunch of you for 70s. Cute little buns. Grandma Gay has sent in 80. She is an 80 Zero Hero achiever. Well done, Grandma Gay. We also have a thoughtful question of the day from her later. And Anna has sent in 90. And this is her 31st Star Wars card in a row. Her 5th parameter, self-imposed. Our leading ladies are Smurf Murphy, the epic Smurf Murphy, in 6th or 5th, whichever, 108 consecutive cards. Jackie Muller is the 5th contribution leader, 108 also. That's cute. Kathy Herring is in 4th place with 112. That is a really cute little swag across there. I thought that was a nice touch, Kathy. 5K Lamone is sent in 114 cards. She is in our 3rd place this week. cute card. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis has sent in 125 consecutive cards. She's amazing. And they're also cute. And Patty Beck is our contribution leader with 142 cards. Still trying to catch me. And I got to stay ahead of her. She's only 5 behind me. Lynn Darda is new to Club 52. She was in our original first 10 contributors. Well done, all. Kiss your brains all those times. If you had 70 cards, kiss your brain 70 times. Patty, you're going to be kissing your brain all night long with 143 cards. That is just fabulous. I cannot tell you how wonderful and impressed I am. Now, I wish I were so impressed with the technology that we're having right now because we've lost Caitlin. And it's a sad moment right now because I'm having to ad-lib. But thank heavens I can. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then I'll just continue. I do have a card I can show you. Good heavens, it's a good thing I have lots of resources. Okie doke.
Caitlin is restarting her phone, so we'll take you to paper cam here for a second while we wait for her to restart her phone and get her audio back.
All righty. There's one of Boomer's furs. I can't see me. Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. Well, we don't have to worry now, Mr. Producer, about having a perfect tech show. That one's already done. This is my Happy Cowentine's card. I don't know that Cowentine's, and then on the inside, I thought it should be, well, heifer good time. Anyway, there you go. That's my card from Artful Angel, and I just spiffed it up a little bit and made her kind of pink like she was in the sun a little too much. But happy Cowentine's Day to all. How are we doing on our girl?
She's restarting her phone, so it'll be a second.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I can think of things to talk about. We also have an extra item to put in our goodie bags this month from Chelsea Comer at Inky Stamper, and she sent this little cute stamp and die to go into all of the goodie bags this month. And this is just a little tag I made out of scraps and that cute little mousy mouse. That's what I've got right now. How are we? Yes, that's where you get strawberry milk. Is from pink cows. I'm pretty sure. So join us anyway. We do have lots of wonderful giveaways. I never knew that we would be a giveaway show. When we first started, we would give away and we still do it, our original gangster giveaway, which is a handmade card and an itty bitty gift. We still send one of those out every week at least, but we have also added a whole lot more. So the way you get those prizes is to send in your card, and you do that in the evening after the show, and you have 48 hours. We're going to talk about this LITS, L-I-T-S, later in the show, but it's worth it. I think I know that we give away gift certificates for $25, and
We can hear you.
you know, we can almost always find $25 worth of products that we want in almost every store, right? I could, and I think we're getting her back. Maybe you don't want this all night. She can't hear us yet. Oh, am I on paper or face? Okay, so one of the, like I said, I am not a reasonable person. I think in odd pictures, and one of those things was,
Also,
I don't know if this is going very well or if you can see that or not, but that is a kissy face dog that I drew. I did several kissy face animals for Valentine's Day, and I gave those to our, this is probably one of the hardest things I've ever done on this show. I gave them to our patrons, but we're good. It's not Caitlin's fault. It's just how life is when you are on the internet. You ready for a bad dad joke?
Check. Is that working?
I got this for Christmas. And I saw some pretty dark. Oh, you want me to sing a song? Well,
No, she's coming back.
she's coming back to save the day. I'm going to start my dad joke book.
All right, are you ready?
She's back.
She's not.
She's not back. Okay, Mr. Mike's
Now she's
outfit.
back.
Oh, she's back. Kaylin, I've never been so happy to see you.
I can't see you though. So
It's okay.
Okay.
If you can hear me, it's okay.
Yes.
I'm not
I
that
can
much to
hear
look
you.
at. You've seen old ladies before. Welcome back.
Thank you.
That was like the hardest 5 minutes or whatever. It probably was only 2 minutes and it felt like a year.
We talked about this before. It's always got to be something.
Oh, at least we got it out of the way. I hope. Did we get that one out of the way? We're done with it, right, Mr. Producer?
Should be, but we can move on to spinning.
All right, let's do that. Ta ta ta. Woo, they showed up. Project, color, elements, and random. We're going to spin for one in each category. We have given our patrons an opportunity to veto a couple of those, and that means that the wheel cannot make us do that if we land on it. We will spin again. If you want to use the parameters that are vetoed, you are welcome to do it if it fits in the parameters that we do get. Hey, I didn't lose any of my cool. I said that like a champ, like I've done it 150 times. So, tonight, the patrons have said no to bright pink +2 for color. Thank you. For element, they say no, thank you to the calendar number 18. Very good. And for random, they said book page, out the front door, buddy. And I don't know, it's 19. All right, it is the time where we ask Caitlin 2 questions now. If she would like to veto something, she vetoed Strawberry Fields last time.
Yes, I love you very much, but I would like to veto robots.
I knew that was coming. I did. And Carmen Broxma, thank you so much for the package. She sent me a paper pumpkin kit with robots in it today. So I'm way ready. Well, we will do robots, the most maligned and defined, hated element. I don't know what to say. You just haven't embraced how wonderful they are yet. That's all.
I did make a robot card because it got pulled, I don't know, a while ago. I did make one. I just am not feeling it tonight.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll go with it. And now we're going to ask, if you were at the roulette table, what 4 parameters would you put as your lucky parameters? Your perfect card.
So for my first parameter, it would be birthday card. I like an open option. For my colors, it would be summer.
Summer, because you like bright colors.
Yes, and options. For my third one, it would be sweet.
It may not be on there. It's fine. Sweets is number 11.
Oh, summer's number 4 on
Number
colors.
4. Oh, see, we were thrown off by the pink, bright pink. It was so bright we couldn't see it.
Yep.
And for
sweet,
random, what would you like?
Gingham or plaid.
Oh, I love those.
I love a plaid pattern paper
15.
background.
I do too. It just sets the tone. Are you a little Scottish?
I actually am.
See? I knew there was something I liked about you. Aye. Yeah. All right. Well, I wish you the best. I think that would make a beautiful card. Birthday card, summer colors, sweets, and gingham and plaid. That would make a great card. Okay, let's see if this sports shirt makes me strong. And give this guy a warm-up spin. Thank you for congratulating people, too, for all their achievements. It really is outstanding that they can make that many cards. And for project. And we do welcome everybody that's new, too, because don't be afraid. Jump in. We're a lot of fun. Number 2. Ba-ba-ba. Persco.
Okay.
And what do you think, Chatterbox? time. Sire's going, yay, it's not next week when I'm on. Colors. You can do purse cards. You can do anything. We'll talk about each one of these things in just a minute. 3 pops of gold. Wide open. Element. Let's give her something good. Ooh, number 1 starts with E. I'm thinking elephant purse card. And random. Evening bag. I think it's probably more 8 because it's sliding to the side. A frame. Okay. All right. Okay. The original purse card. I got to show you this. This is like the old original, OG original purse card. This was made by Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis. Man, it was a long time ago. And it was a taco truck that had a purse in it. And it's adorable. Now, a purse card, however, does not have to be a physical purse card like this. It can be any number of things. It can be the literal translation, where you make a purse that will then function as a card, or you can have a purse on a card. You can draw a purse. We're getting lots. Purse card with a frame, right, Rosie? It's going to be fun. You could have a purse in a frame. You could have a purse on the wall if you wanted to do a scene and have a setting where you had a frame and you had a purse, or your great Aunt Ethel walking around with a purse. How about some 1950s, those kind of stamps where the ladies have the fancy purses? Evening, and so then we also have the E, so you could do an evening clutch, an edgy purse. We are not going to set any rules except that you have to have something to do with some kind of purse card. 3 pops of gold, starts with E, and a frame. This is an art project. We aren't going to teach you anything. We're not going to show you how. We're not going to say go buy this to make this. We are just going to let those 4 parameters percolate a little bit until you come up with an idea. And it's going to blow our minds. So it doesn't have to be fancy. It can be very simple, or it can be outstanding like that. What comes to mind, Caitlin? You look like you're really thinking hard.
Yeah, this one's going to be interesting. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking through my head of what dies I have that I could fashion a purse out of. And then have
Caitlin, not to interrupt you. Your headphones are doing the thing that they did last time. Could you just join without them? Just using Safari? Yeah, it's fine. We'll work it out.
Oh, Jay Thomas. He says, what about a purse as in winnings at a race? If you can make it happen, buddy, you can do it. Absolutely. Just make it happen.
Could you refresh, please? Just refresh your...
It's always something. Is that
just
purse
keep
card?
reading the thing.
It was the internet trying to avoid the purse card. That's why the Eunice is in there causing all sorts of trouble. Let's see if it sounds better now. So much better.
Sounds great.
Much better. You are here and doing well.
Can you see us?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Everything works.
Woohoo!
Yay! Just in time for us to change the camera angle.
This is true. Now, Jay Thomas, you need to just not worry about this so much. He says he'd rather have his wisdom teeth out again instead of making a purse card. That's pretty severe. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Okay, so what were you saying? I'm sorry, hon.
Oh, I'm saying. So I'm trying to think through my head of what generic shaped die cuts I might have that I could form 2 circles, some things, and cut them and make a purse shaped thing that I could have something fun coming out of, maybe.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm leaning. But I'm gonna have to do some digging real quick.
Well, don't worry about it. You could just because you wouldn't have to have a quote-unquote purse die. You could make something that fashions into a purse-looking thing using a frame die, for instance, because that would kill two birds with one stone, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because the frame thing is kind of a weird thing too, but I think I have an idea how I'm going to do this. So I'm kind of excited. 3 pops of gold. You're going to be able to use anything. Yeah. Do you ever do like splatters of gold?
I don't. If I do splatters, it's usually color or white, but I have lots and lots and lots of sequin mixes from Possum. So I had already kind of put those to the side with the hopes that I could do something fun. And I think those are going to come in really handy.
I think so. And you can go bright. So you've got at least one thing that you like. You can do all summer colors if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then starts with E.
I mean, with Easter coming, Easter eggs, something like that's the first thing that comes to mind. But I'm still processing.
Easter eggs, elephant, edge, evening. I'm trying to think of other E words. Of course, I can't.
Elegant.
Elegant. Yeah, it can be an adjective if it's elegant. Oh yes, a sporran would be good. The Scottish kilt purse. Those things that
embossing.
Those furry things. Yes.
Oh yeah, embossing, dry or heat. Yeah.
Yeah, you could go into the techniques. I hadn't thought of that. That's
Elvis.
Pretty good. Elvis. There you go. There you go. Ephemera. Very nice, Cheryl. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. I've said it before. I love wide open parameters because then we get to really see what you can do and you get to have some fun being creative and very individual and personalized. Again, don't worry if you don't think you're good enough. You're always good enough here. We love seeing whatever you come up with because there's always something we can be inspired by. And so sit back and relax and enjoy the evening with us tonight. Or go ahead and kick in and make something. Ellen starts with E. You could make a card with Ellen. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis. If you happen to have if you could make a monkey card and get away with it. That's how open we are here. All right. Well, I think we are ready to go get our supplies. Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And we will let you see what is not up to date with Fun University, my other YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. We're off to the races. Do you find crafting hard? Are you stuck on one of those pesky parameters? Do you feel like the wheel is watching you while you craft? We have the solution for you. Hi, I'm Mary Gunfun. While I'm busy gathering my supplies, I just wanted to tell you about my other YouTube channel, youtube.com/fununiversity. We break down the parameters and talk about them at a more in-depth level. We also pick one tricky one to concentrate on and do a deep dive into it. But that's not all. We do our mail call every week on the channel as well. So if you wanted to send me a card or a package, send it to this address and I'll share it on the show. We're live almost every Tuesday night on youtube.com/fununiversity. We also do some celebration there because we will review our last week's achievement board. That's youtube.com/FUNN-University. No easy or complicated payments. No COD. Just show up and have fun. If you have too much fun, please call a friend immediately and invite them over to have fun with you. Normal postage and handling rates do apply. This ad was not paid for by anybody. We hope Mary is ready because I can't stretch this out any longer. Now back to the show. Yes. We're back already. What is Ellen talking about? An elf carrying a purse riding an elephant. That's perfect. In Europe. Don't forget, in Europe. Why not? So I was going through some of my stamps this week, and I found this ancient stamp set. I mean, it's old. It's older than I am. No, it's not. But it has these cute little elephants, and I think these cute this little guy could definitely be carrying a purse. So I think, hopefully, I'm not sure what Caitlin's going to do, but if she does something like a purse thing that is a purse, that would be great. And then I could show just another way to use that purse idea. I don't know. This is all new territory, and we're just all we're all going to come up with new things. It's going to be good though. Gonna be real good. Now, colors. I can do anything. Card panel here. And that's where we're gonna put you. And then we're gonna make a little frame around it. That looks kind of, do I want to do, is there any colors that start with E so I can really max out my theme here? I don't think so. I don't have to do any kind of thing with the color wheel this time. So I'll put you away. Okay. I don't know. I really don't. Let's see if I can even draw a ecru. Eggplant. You guys are on it. Vicky Ruda, you're up? You're up. Oh, Vicky Ruda, you're making me wonder. What the heck? That's good. I did order your mug club today, so I will see how long it takes for me to get it to Europe. England. I know. Emerald. Oh, I can't believe how smart you guys are. It's just phenomenal. Okay. I'm sorry that we had so technical problems. You know, it's just part of the scene. Hopefully we're done. Did you hear she's restarted her. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. She restarted it too so that it wasn't going the things you come up with around here. I know, Christina, they are on a roll, aren't they? I don't know. Maybe an elegant emerald evening bag. What do you think? Ephemera is excellent. Electric blue. That sounds good too. Maybe green. Green and electric blue would be pretty with some gray elephants. Wonder if my elephants should be different colors. An envelope purse. That's a great idea, Kim. One emerald, one ecru, and one eggplant. And one electric blue. All right. She's coming back. Let's see what she's got. She's very creative. Let's see. What are you thinking?
So, I have permission from Julianne at Possum Stamps to share some news / give a sneak peek of something. Oh. So I'm going to do that.
Are you going to be able to use it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, fun.
So I'm gonna steal Mr. Producer's idea of embossing. I'm gonna do my E thing with some dry emboss with some big dots.
Good.
And I'm gonna do that on my background, which I'm going to cut from my Lawn Fawn scalped frame die.
Sounds good.
It'll have that. And then I'm gonna try to make a purse out of some oval dies and do some interesting die cutting with that. And then out of my purse, I'm going to see if I can I promised her I wouldn't show the whole set. I'm going to add in these florals from this beautiful new stamp set that will be part of a release coming on February 16th of springtime and Easter goodies from Possum Stamps.
Oh, cool. That's really pretty.
Because they're so beautiful.
They are. Well done, Julia.
And then I grabbed some shiny things and some paper, and some stuff will happen, and it'll be fun.
That's what we do. Purse cards. Face our fear. There, I just drew a purse. Now I have an elephant with a purse, and I will have a purse card. And then I'm going to just use some fun little colors. We'll see, I should... Ew. Ooh.
Look at all your little elephants.
I know. I had forgotten about this set, and I just ran into it this week. And
how perfect.
Oh, yeah. I'd totally forgotten it. This is not... This paper is weird to color on with pencil. But we'll just make it work. So you're going to go elegant. You're going to have an actual physical purse more. And I'm going silly. That sounds about right. And we'll have two completely different cards when we're done. This one's eggplant, my eggplant elephant. We'll just make their ears a little fancy. Here is my emerald elephant.
Sorry, I'm over here trying to die cut.
Well, girls got to do what girls got to do. We got lots of really good, quick suggestions tonight. I'm impressed. These guys have been saving up their good vibes and ideas all week, I think. We can sit back with their ideas. So, which one? So, did your heart kind of stop when you heard the purse card, or were you okay?
Yes.
It did. Did too. Oh dear.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, just a little, just momentary panic.
Yeah, when we first talked, and I realized I decided to be on the show in the very beginning, I went through the whole list and I checked on YouTube for ideas of every single kind of card.
Oh
so
gosh.
I would have an idea of what it was before we got to the part where you tell me what it is. And purse was on there, and I watched a couple people make really cool purse cards, but most of them were using like purse dies that were for that, and I was like, the chances of that coming up are pretty slim. So here we are.
Yeah,
and we're gonna make it work.
One in 331,776. That's the odds. And here we are, facing our fears, making the cards, gonna live the good life. Hashtag living best life with purse card. And it's okay. So how many? Okay, so we've gotten 165 cards the last 2 weeks. I'm wondering if we'll break that. If you guys are going to rally for this challenge and just do it and say yes to the purse card. Listen to you guys. An elephant could be mailing an envelope to England. I feel like we're doing phonics here. I like it. E has a lot of different sounds too, so it's not always just eh or e. So there could be all sorts of. There's some other options.
We could do some Canadian A's.
Point my mic like this. Okay.
It was pointing over your shoulder.
Oh, that didn't work. I have a sign that says "Move Mr. Mike," but my Happy Cowentine's card was on top of it. So many things. I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said we could have some Canadian A's.
Yes.
Some
That's
EHs.
That
right?
is spelled that way, yeah. Some moose. Saying A? We have a lot of Canadian viewers. So many.
I'm pretty sure my stepmom's watching and she's Canadian.
Very nice. Yeah, we've never looked to see if we've gotten from all the provinces, but I have a feeling we have. I wonder. I think
All right. I'm 2 parameters down. I got embossing and I got a frame.
Me. These are watercolor pencils, but I don't have watercolor paper and I don't have watercolor proof ink, so I'm going to use a kind of a dry brush. Well, sire, you're going to get out of the purse card because it will be off the parameters.
You're welcome. I took the bullet for you.
You are indeed. All right, so we've mentioned Possum Stamps, who is a wonderful spin sponsor this month. Tell us a little bit more about what it's like to be on a design team.
Oh, it's so fun. I'm on quite a few design teams at this point, honestly. And unfortunately, I'm to the point where I've had to turn down a few, which is actually a very nice, it's a bit tough, but a very nice feeling to feel that kind of wanted, I will admit.
Yeah.
But being on Possum Stamps design team has been really fun because I've been chit-chatting back and forth with Julian since before the brand even officially launched on Instagram, and kind of just, talking back and forth and getting to know each other. And so I'm actually a part-time design team member for her. And I post videos for their YouTube channel. And I'm just doing one a month, but I've been going since pretty much the beginning, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really fun. It's a great group of people. We have like a Facebook group of our own, and where we get to kind of chit chat and post all of our pictures and kind of get inspired by each other and ask questions. And that's probably the thing I love most about design teams in general. All of the ones that I feel have been like really great for me are the ones where we get to kind of feed off of each other and still have some kind of interaction, even though we're on opposite sides of the country or world sometimes.
Right.
It's really fun. I don't have real life crafty friends. I have real life friends. They don't.
I was going to say, do you need a support group? Here we are. Yeah. We are here for you. Yeah.
Yeah, they bake and do, other things, but they don't craft, and they definitely don't paper craft. I have other sewing and makeup friends and stuff like that, but not the same kind of crafting. So my design teams kind of fill that space for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I actually have friends that are not crafters also. And it's kind of odd. We talk about crafting because they have things that they do that are creative, like theater and different things, and we talk about those things. But it's fun. But it's fun to have crafty friends. I wish you had some. But you got started, right? And then got shut down for live events.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yes. Yep.
So that would be hard.
The pandemic is what pushed me to start my online journey. It was like I got furloughed from my job, and so it was like, well, I have the time. I've been thinking about starting an Instagram for my cards. I guess it's now or never.
There you go. Yeah, a lot of people went online because of that. Some of us are still here, huh?
Yep.
And we were talking before the show, you did a very interesting a video about your analytics for your first year on YouTube or on social media. And
yes.
Were you surprised by your turnout?
The response, yeah. I figured that it was going to make some kind of wave. Honestly, I was worried. Obviously not worried enough because I still posted it, but I was worried I was going to get a negative backlash because it doesn't seem like a lot of people are talking about money and analytics in our community. And I understand why. For so many people, it is for the fun and the camaraderie and the creativeness, and not everybody wants it to be a job or a chore. I definitely understand that part of it too. But there are some of us who would like to leave their very boring desk jobs and make this a full-time thing. And I've seen other people in other niches talk about those kinds of topics, and I find those videos really valuable as someone who is trying to grow their channel. And so I just thought it would be fun to do that on my own and see what happened. And I can tell you, I think last time I looked, it was somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 views, and I haven't gotten a single bad comment or thumbs down. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
The love.
Yeah.
It's just so much love.
Yeah. Well, you obviously it was a helpful thing. I thought it was. It was interesting. Because some of the points that you make are, you never know if it's going to take off or not. And it's hard. And we were talking before the show that we figure you probably make about 3 cents an hour.
Yes.
Or no, that was on YouTube, on Facebook. That Mark's giving me about 3 cents an hour. Or
0.004 cents per view.
Wow. That's hard to quit your day job with those kind of big numbers, but I know.
Yeah.
But hold yourself back. Yeah, that's something. But you have done very well, and you have stuck with it, which I think is huge. Never quitting is a big deal.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's not always easy, but that's also why I think it's fun to put out those kind of numbers, because if other people out there are doing the same or better, or I mean, even if your numbers are lower than that, at least it gives you something to base off of, something to compare to. And I hate using the word compare because I don't want it to be like it's a competition.
Right.
But if you have nothing to go off of and you're just in there blind, it can feel so overwhelming that, people might question whether they should keep going or not. And I'm just hoping that some visibility and some honesty about what that looks like, that transparency, might help some people to not give up.
Right. And your whole thing, or a lot of your whole thing, is just being encouraging and hoping that you can inspire somebody, as I recall from our last visit.
Yeah, I'm still new enough that I want to share what I've learned, but I'm nervous to call it teaching. That's why I love it here so much on Craft Roulette, because we are just inspiring and playing, and it's not teaching.
Right.
So I, on my own channel, like to hopefully inspire and give suggestions and show you what I've learned, but I'm not claiming to be an expert yet.
Right. You're pretty good about a lot of things, but I know what you mean. There's a lot of teaching going on, and sometimes it's hard to feel like you have something new, but you don't always have to have something new.
Yeah, sometimes somebody needs to hear it from a different voice. Right. And I've learned that a lot.
And a different take, a different attitude.
But I'm really hoping that someone will watch one of my videos and see a technique or see a product used and not feel like they have to go buy that one thing or do exactly what I'm doing, but just be inspired to maybe use something they have in a different way, or just get even more creative with what they're doing.
Because they can. And that is such a wonderful gift to give. To give the encouragement that try something, just try something, for Pete's sake. We're not going to kick you out of the card making union that doesn't exist.
Right. Sometimes it's tricky though. Sometimes when you are new, you hear all these words and these phrases and these companies, and it's tough to know where to start.
Do you remember your first card?
Yeah, it's not great.
It's horrible.
The first project that I made a little tiny, I don't know, 2x4 tiny frame that I got from like the dollar store probably. And I made a little watercolor painting with ink from that Lawn Fawn pumpkin spice die or stamp set. And it was adorable, and I still love it, and I still have it. And then I was like, oh, well, if I can do that, I can make a card.
It's your roots.
Yeah, I didn't love the card as much, but I didn't stop. So there's that at least.
Well, we're sure glad that you didn't say, nope,
Me too.
I tried it, didn't like it, was no good at it, I'm done. That's good that you didn't do that. Because usually when you're starting something, you don't do real well right off. At least I'm encouraged by those that aren't, that don't do real well at first. Because then it's like, wow, it took me 10 years to get that. So please give yourself a little time and just enjoy it. Because this is a hobby, right?
Yes.
It
For
is
now.
a hobby. Right. For most.
Yeah.
Dare I say. What am I going to do for my frame? I'm going to frame these elephants for stealing the balloon.
Okay.
No, I'm going to draw a frame. That's what I'm going to do. If I don't drop my pencils. That's what we're just going to draw a little frame around here.
This show definitely encourages me to make cards I would have never made on my own. That is for sure.
Never. It is so true. And some of them are kind of odd and some of them are kind of awesome. So I've made both. I think it does. It's an unusual combination oftentimes, like we were talking about last week. And it seemed odd, but it worked out just fine. This is my frame. And it's probably crooked, and I'm going to just do another one around it if it is. Just went off the line there. How are you doing? How's your pretty coming? Ooh.
Well, I made this thing that may or may not look somewhat like a purse.
I think it does.
Yeah, it's close enough. I think I'm going to stamp my sentiment on the top. And then when it opens, I'm going to fussy cut out these flowers and have them inside as like a surprise, maybe.
Yeah.
Might have to add one more layer of purse to have them coming out of, but that's fine. I still have more pattern paper.
What a clever way to make a purse.
Yeah, with just some ovals, right?
Yes.
It works.
When push comes to shove, we can come up with something. And sometimes push comes to shove here. I think I'll just do another frame around here. Crooked on purpose. have some questions for you. Are you ready? I'm sorry?
Sorry, I was going to say the other thing that I really love about my design teams is that I've been able to be on lots of design teams that are small, women-owned, family-owned companies. And I really love that about our community. Like I'm now also on a couple, or at least one bigger one as well. But there's something about supporting someone literally from the ground up that's very exciting for me.
Yeah. Well, it's your group. That's how you get your group, right? Just sticking with somebody and seeing them through thick and thin. And store owners and designers all have questions too about, am I doing right? Am I doing something cute? Is somebody going to like this? There's a lot of doubt, I would assume, in design. So it's nice to have somebody that has your back, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty. I have some patron questions while you color.
Yes, I saw the email that said, Caitlin, do not read. So I did not read it.
Well, I didn't want you to to study because you study, and I didn't want you to come in and say, "Oh, I've been thinking about that question." I wanted it to
funny
be
you should ask.
Yes, a little more spontaneous. So Cheryl Jackson, who I was talking about earlier, who is really fun, asks, she says something first. She says, I want to thank Caitlin for her YouTube video on how much her channel is growing. Very informative, she says. And also, she says, I know that Halloween is a big deal in your family. Is Christmas as big?
So Christmas is a big deal and was always a big deal for me growing up. But I would say in general, it's still second to Halloween. Halloween is a big deal on my dad's side of the family, where Christmas was always a huge, huge deal on my mom's side. And the whole family would come together and all my aunts and uncles and cousins and stuff. So Christmas was always really important, just in a different way where like it is that one day where for me, Halloween is an actual season. If that makes sense.
Well, background on that, if they haven't seen you on the show before, you've talked a lot about how your family has not a haunted house, but a haunted, how'd you put it? Theatrical house?
Yeah, it's a theatrical haunted house. That's almost like if a haunted house, escape room, and a theater had a baby.
That's such a combination.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of your background. So you're like, you've met Eddie Munster and things like that.
Yes.
So that makes sense. And that makes sense for your comment too, because it has some family connections and different things too. So that's great. Yeah. And it is a big season. And the first time you were on, you asked to come back during Halloween. And we had you back, and you were on fire. I mean, you just love that. You had your purple pumpkin shirt on, and you were just all about it. So you're the real deal.
I try.
Absolutely. And your background is in some theatrics and things like that. And so it's just it's cool. It's a family thing. Yeah. It's like the circus for some families, like this little elephant family. I bet they were circus elephants.
Originally for the first however many bajillion years, because this is going to be our 30th year, we were outside. And so my summer vacation, the bulk was spent rebuilding from the previous year. So it really was a year-round endeavor.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like wheat for our family. Because I used to hang out with my dad at the wheat elevator. And so it's like when harvest is happening, I get excited. So when Halloween's happening, you get excited.
Yes. And now my kids too. So it's fun that there's many generations involved. My cousin's kids. So.
And you haven't gotten them stamping yet? None of those folks?
Oh, well, my kids do. My kids make
Yeah.
cards. They ask every day. Every day that I'm at my desk, they want to make a card. And I sometimes now am busy enough with so many projects going on that I say no and they get mad. So I have to have designated time set aside for them to be able to craft too.
Card day with mom. Yeah. So that was a good question.
I love that.
And because it's all very fun to meet people and get to know them a little bit better. And our patrons ask wonderful questions.
They really do.
Sue Masoner, who I have known forever, asks, what would you be doing tonight if you weren't on Craft Roulette? I don't know what I'd be doing. It's been so long.
I mean, most Friday nights I'm watching Craft Roulette, sitting here also crafting, timing myself to make sure that I am prepared to have my card ready to go.
You are so prepared. I cannot believe it. So that's a great answer, though. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching.
I really do. I'm a patron. I watch almost every Friday. If I have to miss it, I usually catch it by Saturday. But unless I have an event, most of my Friday nights are spent here at my desk. And if I'm going to be at my desk on a Friday crafting, Craft Roulette's what's on.
That's the right answers, and we didn't even pay you.
Nope.
Those are perfect answers. I mean, what else are you going to do? You're tired on Friday night, right? And you've worked all week and it's the weekend, and why not just sit back and relax and let somebody else do all the talking? You can just relax, but you're doing fine.
And I don't have to think. I mean, you still have to think, but I don't have to come up with my starting point at least.
Right. We do that. Mr. Wheel is here for you.
Yeah, until he gives you a first card.
But you are facing your fears. Would you have done, now in retrospect, would you have vetoed purse card instead of robots?
No, because my second choice was car or truck. So even then, I wouldn't have vetoed purse card. I knew going in from literally day one that it was a possibility.
You came into this den prepared for all sorts of mischief. Now what am I going to replace purse card with, though? What can I add to be the new nemesis of Craft Roulette's project? I don't know. I'm going to have to work on that one. There's nothing. I don't know. It's going to go off the board, though. I'm going to have to think of something.
We need a good villain.
We do need a good villain.
Every story needs a villain. Ours was the purse card.
And we still have robots. Maybe build a robot. No, not going to do that. We're going to stick with robot cards. But if you get robot as an element, you don't have to do a whole card. It's still going to be there for a while. I'm going to think of something. Okay, we're on for bring on the new villain of the project, guys. And it can't be just a hard card. It has to be, I don't know. I just don't know yet. A suitcase. Oh, Sharon, I hope your husband's doing better, by the way. You got a scare. A villain card. Something to torment you. That's right. A flag card. I wonder if you could do a flag card. A map card. Oh, I'm going to stay up tonight wondering. No, nothing keeps me up. But I'm going to be thinking about it, that's for sure. Somebody did ask how often the parameters change. And my answer was a little bit every week and more when I feel like it. Zentangle, that's a really good idea. Zentangle is actually a very good idea. Gel press.
I just learned what that was.
Zentangle?
Yeah, from last week, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's a good, they'd be scrambling to Google to find out what that was.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, it is a little tough. But everybody might enjoy it because anybody can do it. It just doesn't it could be truly the new purse card. We'll see.
How ironic that something with Zen in the name could create so much stress for a minute, though.
That's a good point. That is a good point. Okay, I got another question. That was a good question, Sue. Dina Hiltbrand asks, or says first, love your Copic coloring. Are you enjoying it tonight, Dina? Getting to watch her? It's fun, isn't it? Are you self-taught?
That's a tough question. Because I want to say no. Because I want to say that Chicken Scratch and Kelly Letivola and Jennifer McGuire and all those people taught me via my computer screen. But it's not that I've been to a class and I haven't signed up for a course.
Mm-hmm.
And some of my stuff really does transfer over from other things, like, brushes are brushes, whether it's makeup or cards. So I would say no. I would give credit to all of the women and people that I've watched over the last 5 years and learned from. But I guess it's all in how you define it. I have a psychology degree, so it's not like I went to school for art and design.
Right.
So somewhere in the middle, maybe.
Yeah. Well, okay, so self-taught, you have to have the discipline to spend time learning. So in that regard, you were self-taught.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go to a class
the videos and then put into practice, right?
Right. So you're self-taught in some ways. We're all self-taught, I guess. It's bigger picture. We're all self-taught in some way because we had the discipline to follow through with the learning. Because I could go to an engineering class and never learn a thing, even though I was in class.
Yeah.
Except that I'm not an engineer. So tricky question.
An autodidact is the name for a self-taught person. Someone who doesn't have a formal teacher. Autodidact.
That makes sense. So you're an autodidact.
Yeah.
Even though, okay, so then you have to get into the definitions of teacher.
Formal.
A formal teacher. So
yeah, whether they're wearing a formal or not.
Or if you have someone that you can literally say, "Hey, this is my teacher."
Mm-hmm. All right. So then she also asks, do you have a color recommendation chart for your favorite coloring combos? What do you do for that?
So what I do have, which I just pulled and put to the side, is a Sandy Allnock hex chart for my Copics. And that's what I base all of my coloring decisions off of, because that way I can see what I have and what's close and what's not close and what I might be able to glaze with and hold up my pattern papers to get more inspiration. So I don't have, I've seen where people have them like preset where you do your like 3 color blends. I don't have that. I'd rather spend my time making stuff and practicing using them than making the charts to use later, because I'll probably forget to use them anyway.
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah. So do you have a favorite color combination? You like bright.
I do like bright. I mean, I would say my YR markers, my orangey markers, are probably my most used.
I love that.
Just for all year round.
Mm-hmm.
And my greens. I do a lot of either scenes that have, a lot of outdoor space.
Right.
Or florals. I don't know.
You do a lot of scenes.
All of it.
A lot.
I love them all.
Yeah.
For someone who only mostly wears black, I do love a lot of rainbow around me.
Well, you need balance.
Yeah.
Well, black though is so convenient to wear. It's just a convenient thing.
Yeah, and as a makeup artist, that's all I could wear for a long time. So,
oh, there you go. Yeah.
That's the uniform. That's where I'm comfortable.
Mm-hmm. I have to fight to not wear it sometimes. You just kind of get into the black groove. Because it is very... And black t-shirts and blue jeans.
Yep.
All good. My 3 pops of gold are 3 purses. Fun. That the elephants have. This is the wrong one.
I guess I can put my hex chart away now, huh?
Thank you.
Look, I even pulled out my paper clips that I got in a mystery box. I pull them out every single time so that I'm ready, and then we never pick them.
That's been vetoed a lot too. Nobody likes the paper clips.
Yeah, every time
Paper
I pull them
clips,
back out, so I'm ready,
card.
and then we don't need them.
Someday,
Go back on the shelf.
Someday it's going to happen. We just don't know when. It's the wrong one. Just never know. But you're going to always be ready. Doll up my elephants a little bit. Your kids sound like they're pretty quiet tonight. Is it as quiet as it sounds?
No, my husband just got up to shush them, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
But also, it's a Friday, right? So it's hard. I wouldn't want to go
It
to sleep
is.
either if I knew I didn't have school tomorrow.
No. Do you guys do anything on Saturday morning special, like donuts or anything?
So because of the pandemic and we were home from school so long, Fridays are actually our donut days. And so now that they're back in school, they still give me their order when we're sitting in the car line, and then I go get them while they're in school, and they have a treat to look forward to when they get home.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love donuts. I'm going to have one next month. I'm pretty excited. I would like to go in your car line, please.
Right? I would definitely. And then our Dunkin' sometimes runs out of stuff, so they have to give me your first choice and a backup option in case when I get there they don't have what they want.
Kind of like you did with the Vitos.
Yes. Yep.
Well, this is another card I would never have made. A stack of elephants holding elegant purses. But, the only thing that would make these better, well, probably more than one thing, but if they had beautiful, elegant hats. I may have to draw them and make my own little stamp image. Because that would be fabulous. Give them some toenails.
We already have purse cards coming in. People are already submitting purse cards.
It can be done.
I'm amazed.
I'm so proud.
Karen Goddard and Bonnie Swakowitz already submitted.
Bonnie Swakowitz. Oh, Bonnie's getting a mug. And I didn't even try to put Swakowitz on there. I just gave up.
What I want to know is how many wisdom teeth appointments have been scheduled since we started.
An alternative for purse cards?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be? I don't remember that being all that pleasant at all. So I don't know, Jay. We may have to put him in some kind of purse card therapy.
Luann Johnson just contributed.
Way to go, Luann and Bonnie and Karen. Well, Karen's ahead of the game because she's in Australia, so she's already got tomorrow. She's had all night and all day. That's how that works, right? I have your favorite question, Caitlin.
My grandma gay question of the day.
Yes, that's the very one. That's the very one. She asks, well, she sets the scene first for you. You look out the window and see the night has brought another blanket of snow. Does your mind go to what Copic colors you would use in coloring the scene, or to the snow shovel?
I'm sorry, I missed the second part. Or to the what?
Or to the snow shovel. Would you be practical or artistic?
So snow and skies are one of the few things that I would say would actually be artistic, and my brain would go to that. I am notorious for sending in our Sweet November Stamps design team chat. I send a lot of sky pictures of clouds. And we haven't gotten snow this year, but I feel like if we did, it would be the same idea. This is how would I color this? How would I put this into a card? 100%.
So you're ready. You've been thinking about it.
I save those pictures as inspiration too, so that when the time comes and I need something, I am prepared.
Do you keep a Pinterest board or just how do you?
I have a little album on my phone, and I just keep them there.
That's real. Do you ever? When I used to do oil painting, I would take a black and white rendition of a photo and make it as dark as I could, so I could find the lightest lights, and make it as light as I could, so I could see the darkest darks. Have you ever tried anything like that?
No, but I love that.
It's a great tip.
I will now.
You can see so much in the contrast, so much of the shapes and the shading that you need to pay attention to. So yeah, do that. It's a great, change it into black and white and tweak the darks and lights, and you'll have a lot to work with. And tag me on the first time you do it. I want to see it because you do so well anyway.
Maybe that'll have to be a video idea.
Yeah. It is. It's a great way to do it. I learned from a master, and that was his style.
My purse doesn't want to open all the way now that I glued it, but it still sits up a little bit. That's fine.
Really didn't have to. It probably is a non-completely functioning purse.
Right? Now I'm like, but it needs a handle. It needs a closure.
I think that's a fun part, though, don't you? You can get some kind of creative little bling in there.
Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out something for the top. There's too much space. It needs a handle.
Do you ever use ribbon?
I was just thinking I just bought this crazy lace. It's not crazy. It's really pretty lace ribbon from the dollar store. And I think that might have to make a good handle.
I think it's time for its debut. Jay Thomas was asking why people haven't made messenger bag dies. And my response was, just make the handle larger. Just choose your purse material carefully and make the handle larger, and you'll have just what you want with the purse card. Now, I wonder how many 3D purse cards we're going to get. I bet we'll get some, because there are 3D purse dies, or purse card dies.
Yep, that's what I was watching online when I was first
studying.
Preparing my plan of attack.
We already have one, so.
One 3D one?
Yeah, one 3D
Oh, it'll be fun, because we don't get a lot of 3D stuff. So that's, okay. Well, Sarah Lynn, she made a whole video about how she made a purse card without a die, but it's 3D. And she's going to be on the show in a couple of weeks, so it'll be fun. Evil card. Evil. This could be evil. You're right, because it starts with E. You guys. Oh, you guys, don't be afraid. You're fine. You'll always have something you can do. Like Birthday Bob. He didn't even have any stamps last time. And not his whole craft room. My gosh, you can actually make a card without a whole craft room. What a concept.
No way.
Yeah, way. We did have a video on packing for parameters. I think it's on Fun University still. Because people actually do pack for parameters when they're leaving town and things. They don't want to miss the deadline. But the best way is just be a patron, so that you have some extra time.
That was the original reason I finally bit the bullet and became a patron, was because I didn't think I was going to make the midnight cutoff one week.
Right.
On Sunday.
And it seems like, it's math, so it's going to be a little bit questionable. But it seems like we've been getting about 20% late. So people are enjoying that perk.
Stacy just contributed for the first time. Welcome, Stacy.
Way to go. That's nice.
The first time
and
she was that quick.
Well done.
I'm going to have to make something that will show the cards as we get them if the show is still on.
Oh, man. That's fancy. You like a good challenge.
And I just don't want to. I like announcing it, but I also don't like announcing it. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be fine without that position. Yep, I do get it. I look forward to reading your comments on Saturday morning usually. By the way, Chiefs are playing on Sunday night. If nobody's doing anything, you can cheer them on to victory. Patrick hasn't been over for any treatments on his ankle or anything, so we're hoping the best for him. We've had more fun this year, though. That's right. With watching the Chiefs, because we have taken up a new tradition, which is whenever they score, we do our own touchdown dances. And it's quite good because I can't see my own. But then my two, Mr. Producer and his brother Russ, will stand apart, and they'll have Fergus, the dog, run back and forth like he's making touchdowns. It's quite wonderful. And it's very exciting. So we want lots of touchdowns. Cheryl Jackson, since you live so far north, I will forgive this question, but the Chiefs are our football team right here in Kansas City, and are having a heck of a year. We still love you.
Yeah, I
They are
am
doing
not
great.
a football fan on principle. My mom is a diehard football fan. She's a Ravens fan, but she'll watch every single football game that she can, and she will scream and cheer as if she personally knows them.
Yeah.
Um, and so growing up, that ruined football, and I hate
Oh,
football in general. But I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to say go Eagles because I'm only 45 minutes from Philly. So
there you go. Okay, so Mike Rowe is he had the Dirty Jobs show. Well,
yes,
his mom, I can't think of her, Peggy Rowe, wrote a book about her mother, and it's hilarious. I think everybody would enjoy it if you've ever had a mother that you've had issues with. Because it's all about her mother, and it's just endearing. But her mom would stand there and yell at the baseball. And Peggy Rowe, it's a wonderful book. And I was laughing out loud when I was reading it. So, how's your card?
think I'm done.
Hot dog.
Megan just contributed. Thank you.
Cool deal, guys.
Have a
Okay, well,
little-
I'm going to go through mine, and then you can do your kind of mental check to see if you got everything. I definitely have a card with purses. These are elephants, so they start with E. I've got 3 pops of gold because I used gold pen and colored. What's this booger? Oh, that's his tail. I colored in the purses with a gold pen, and I drew my own frame, and then just to be safe, I did another mat. So, and it says happy birthday. That's my card for the week 148. Is that right? 148? Something like that? And did you end up getting all those parameters, or do we need to call Deputy Heidi?
I'm pretty sure I'm good. So I made a purse with a handle and a flap on my card. I have 3 pops of gold inside my card with a couple extra pops of pink, because why not? So there's 3 gold sequins in there that are all hidden when it's closed. My E is my dry embossed. It's hard to see with the lights. I'm trying to hold it at an angle. My embossed dot background, and then I have the scalloped frame and stitched frame around the edges.
You did it. You faced your fear, and you did it.
I did.
We did it. We got 2 cards that would never, ever have been made.
Absolutely not.
No. I never thought of these elephants with purses before. So, but I like them, and I do want to try them with some hats. Patrons, be on the lookout. You may get a new drawing page, a new coloring page. Well, let's let you flip up your camera, relax a second while we can tell everybody else how they can play. I had a lot of stuff to still talk about with you. No, I think I covered a lot, but I did have one more question. All right, let's flip poo. How you can play. There is a form on craftroulette.live now open, and all you have to do is take a picture of your card, take the very best picture of your very best card, and send it on that little form. And then we'll get it automatically, and we'll check it and make sure everything is A-OK, and it will go on the blog of the website, and you will be amazed at how much you will be appreciated and all the inspiration that you will give other people, which is cool, right? It is cool. We have a wonderful show schedule coming up. We've got Sire next week. He is one of our patrons and viewers. We enjoy him. He has his own little YouTube channel. If you ever want to know about our whole guest that we have had on the show, you can go to craftroulette.live. There is under associates, there's all our guests. And you can see who's there. But I'm looking forward to having Sire on. We're going to have a tech call with him on Monday and allay all his fears because he's going to be great. You guys all love him. Heather Telford will be coming in after that. And then we have Sarah, who is Sassy, LLC, in the chatterbox. Gina K after that, followed by Biddy Penny. Then we will be having our 3rd anniversary right here on Craft Roulette. Yes. Mr. Mike's outfit is by the House of Detizio, Team Orange. And then I chose the little sweater or jumper tog by Marianne Hill in England to celebrate the orange and purple, which Caitlin can vacillate between quite easily. So I chose for his clothes for her tonight. We do want to see you every week if you can. If you can't, check us out on the replay. Make sure you share, thumbs up, and subscribe. That is all wonderful. I know, 3 years, Allie. We do want to thank our patrons. Remind you that Club Fun, we're going to have our play date tomorrow. It's about 2 to 3 hours. We also have one on the first Monday of the month. And then in the middle of the month, we have a daytime one, Zoom call. And we just hang out and gossip with Leslie, right? We do a little gossiping and a little crafting. And we help each other with crafting problems and situations. I did do a couple... Gosh, I did a layout yesterday, and it only took me 55 minutes, which I thought was pretty good. It's of one of my beautiful daughters, and my style is not super fancy, but what I like to do is help people understand that if you don't tell a really good story with a lot of detail and a lot of information, you're just going to have another pile of... Somebody 20 years from now is going to have a bunch of piles of pictures going, who are these people? Why do I know them? Why would I care? Well, tell them something good. Tell them something interesting. And that's what I like to do best. So anyway, thank you guys. See you tomorrow, Club Fun members. Thank you, fun supporters, fun friends. We'll see you in February for our all patron call. First 100 get let in. I don't think the next Zoom level is expensive, so I don't think we can afford that one yet, but that's all my limits I have. That confetti means it's giveaway time. We do want to thank our spin sponsors so deeply for giving away fabulous prizes this month. I have some prizes too. After all, I have a small little or an itty bitty gift in a handmade card for some lucky ducky. But the rules are you have to send in a card. It has to have the parameters. You have to have it in by Sunday if you are not a patron. If you are a patron, you have till Thursday. Some of the prizes are not international, but we will send you a card with a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. And there is a form to claim your prize, and it is on craftroulette.live under claim prize. It's not hiding. It's pretty plain sight. Claim your prize, fill it out, and let me know that you want it. If you are a patron, you also have till Thursday night to claim your prize. So, all right. I will pair, bless, and press. The lineup is amazing over the next few months, and you have a lot to do with it. Amanda Stevens has not only guest crafted, she's guest host, but she also works with us behind the scenes, introducing us to some fabulous crafters. So thank you very much. She's great. Plus she loves bunnies. Who cannot just love Amanda? Also, she has a new product coming out soon. Be on the lookout for some twinkling lights. Awesome. All right. Who's going to win the handmade card with the nitty bitty gift? I know it's going to be an awesome... We do have a lot of gifts to give away right now, too. Oh, it's Mrs. Birthday Bob Sadler. I don't know what you wouldn't have, Mrs. Birthday Bob, but I'll figure out something. And I will send you a card. And you know that I am writing your name down as Mrs. Birthday Bob. It just came out my hand that way. Who's going to get a goodie bag from Craft Roulette donations from our friends? I just got another couple boxes today. Arlene Detizio, I even know what I'm going to put in there. She insists have sent in goodies. I'll try not to send you back what you have sent to me. So very well, make sure you let us know. She is the seamstress from the House of Detizio, who makes, not exclusively, but almost exclusively, makes all of Mr. Mike's clothes. Maybe Arlene and Marianne can go in business for microphone clothes. Clothiers. Kathy Pissy Potty's going to win a gift certificate from our friends at Inky Stampers. Congratulations. That's cool. She's a great friend of Craft Roulette. Let me know. You need that. You need that, right? Oh, I see Roberta. Oh, well, I'll try to make sure it's a good one then, Roberta, if you're going to put it on the wall. I don't always send my cards. I sometimes send other people's cards because they're beautiful. Gail Otto. Who is that? Possum Stamps. Hot dog. Gail's in Australia. We're going to have to make sure that's a go. It may not be, but we'll work it out. Let me know. We'll figure out something. That, that postage may be a little too steep for you. Oh, what was the highest number for postage for the mug that people were guessing? 20? 70? We'll see. Creative Scrapbooker Magazine. Lisa Hunter. She's local, so that will be awesome. I think she'll appreciate that. So, okay. Everybody, you're on point. Make sure you use that claim prize form. Let me know and I'll be in touch with your either with you or send it on to someone that will be in touch with you. So congratulations all. There's Julianne. Thank you so much for being a part of our spin sponsor shop. Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, we can wave. Okay, we'll talk about that one here in a little bit. Also, it seems like somebody had a discount code. You can go to our Craft Roulette Associates page, spin sponsor, and see if there's any codes in there too. Sometimes there are, and sometimes there's affiliate links which help us a little bit. So keep those things in mind. We appreciate it. Is there anything else I can ramble on about, or should we bring Caitlin back on? Are you ready, darling? Oh, good, she's here. I don't have to sing that song. It was getting close to me having to sing something from The Music Man, and I can't talk that fast. Anyway, how was your night then? You made it. I
made it. And I made a purse card.
You did it. You made it look very easy.
I think I started to get too nervous and then I was like, just make it pretty and it'll be fine.
There you go.
It's fine.
Just make it pretty. That's good advice. Don't worry about it. Just make it pretty. I don't usually make pretty cards. I make goofy cards. So mine are usually just make it fun.
I did get a message from Julianne while we were crafting, and she said she's going to put it in the comments as well from Possum Stamps. But she wants to give a special discount to everyone who's watching now. So if you use the code all capitals crafty and then the numbers 20, so crafty 20, you get 20% off your order until Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern as an extra thank you.
That is so nice.
To our awesome viewers and participants.
That is so great, because she's got some cute stuff.
Yes.
What do you like most about Possum Stamps line? Which one catches your eye?
My favorite stamp sets are definitely the cupcake stamp sets, and they're great because she has them now for all different seasons, all different occasions, and depending how you color them up, you could make them crossover, which I have a lot of fun with. But the Halloween, obviously, cupcakes are my favorite. But I do love and use, that's why I was hoping for a birthday card and sweets, was because I had a whole pile of cupcake stamps to pick from. But the wheel had other plans, and that's fine. But yeah, I love all the cupcake options from them. And she draws them all herself, which is fun. So
you made a really cute card on your YouTube channel just the other day with the art ink blending, and there was a cupcake underneath glass. Really cute. Yep. I was looking at that set today going, man, it is really cute. I'm a sucker for a cupcake stamp too. And I'm a sucker for a cupcake. Let's just face it. Chocolate. Bring it on. I'm here.
I have to be gluten-free now, and it's no fair.
That's not right. That's not right. I'm sorry. Maybe you'll grow out of it someday. We hope. You did mention last time you were on, when you get a positive comment, it touches your soul or your words. And I think that's so sweet. And So I just want to encourage everybody, when you're watching a YouTube person and you think they don't care if they hear from you, oh, why would they care? They don't know me. Why would they care? Can you give them any encouragement to just tell them to say, yeah, they do care. There's a person who probably has laundry to fold and probably has dust on their tabletops, and but they're crafting and giving part of themselves to you. Can you give them a little encouragement to actually leave comments? Because I think it's so important too.
Yeah, absolutely. I read every single comment left on my channel on any videos. I've been trying very hard to comment back on as many as I can, especially in the first couple days that it's posted. Mm-hmm. It's daunting to try to put that part of yourself, like you said, to make something and put it out into the world, knowing that there are trolls and that there are people out there who don't want to be nice. And so you have to be very brave. And every positive comment, because it's one thing to watch and be like, oh, great, thumbs up and move on. But to go out of your way to take that second to say, loved it, thank you, keep it up, even just a heart emoji, anything like that makes me personally stop to think like, they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to watch. They didn't have to like it. They didn't have to comment. Whatever I did, you enjoyed enough that you took that bit of time where you could also be folding your laundry, dusting your stuff, moving on with your day, whatever you need to do. And instead you took a second and left a comment. And it really does make a huge difference to the people that are out there creating. And for a lot of us, even the people at the top, we are running our own Instagrams, YouTubes, channels, all those things. There's not some other marketing girl sitting there reading through the comments and commenting back. It's really just me sitting on my couch, smiling to myself, typing back, hitting my husband, being like, look at this nice thing this person said. So it really does make a difference. And every once in a while, I like to give myself like a pinch myself moment. And I Google what a crowd the size of my subscribers looks like. And it brings me to tears every single time, because you see the number and after a while, the number doesn't impact you the same. But when you think about the fact, right now, there's 145 people in the chat. So if I walked into a room and there was 145 people waiting for me to show a card, that would hit you hard. But because we're talking to a screen, sometimes it doesn't have the same impact. So I like to always keep it in perspective for myself, that it's huge. Every single person matters, and the audience together and the community together is huge.
I love that about you. And can you imagine if we were in a room with 145 of these chatterboxes, how freaking loud it would be?
Yes.
It's probably good that they're in the chatterbox and not in the room. We'd never get anything done except for a bunch of talking and laughing, and that would probably be okay too. But anyway, well, you did it again, girl. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Thank your husband and your daughters. Maybe you can have donuts again tomorrow. And right now, it is time, chatterboxes. Let me hear some smooching going on there. It's time to kiss our brains. Oh, yeah, lots of kisses there. I think you deserve that and more. Mr. Producer, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys so very much. We love you all. We'll see you back on Tuesday night at Fun University and next week with Sire. You guys have to be here for Sire. He's going to be so fun, and he's so nervous already. We love y'all. Good night. Send in those cards.